Greetings and welcome to Be One Love, Spirituality in a Modern World. You have to figure in your whole life you have to make investments. What is the priority of the investments that you are investing in? And most people would say financial, stocks, bonds, T-bills, the whole nine. And on that note, you need to have 7 different avenues of investments. Never put all your eggs in one basket. So basically, like mine is, I have 2 HSAs, health savings account. I have 1 Roth IRA, 1 second retirement, 1 state retirement, 1 Social Security, 1 savings account. And that's not counting the other places that I have investments in. Not big bucks, so I always say I'm gonna get rich off of pennies. And we're not talking dollars here, folks. We're talking pennies. So, like my HSA at my credit union took 2.5 years. I now have over $3,000 in there. We're not talking big bucks here. We're building an investment. Investments are long term. You have 3 levels of investments. You have the high, the medium, the low. The low is the long term, 40, 50 years of investing. IRAs, Roth IRAs, mutual funds, so on and so forth. And then you have the medium, so you have anywhere between 1 to 5 years. Buy high, sell low. And then you have the short term. Quick. Buy low, sell high in 6 months. So these are your quick investments. In the reality of life, your major investment, first and foremost, should always be your health. If you don't have health, your butt's laying in the hospital, hooked up to an IV, and you're hooked up to because you can't breathe, you're having a kidney transplant. Okay, well that's ching ching, right? So, you must have health investment. First and foremost, do you want to spend your time, money, and energy on prescriptions, doctors, and hospitals throughout your life? Or do you want to spend your time, money, and energy in your health? Over 15 years ago, I went to the doctor because I had an ear infection, sinus infection, pink eye, and something else. Went to the doctor. After taking a week of antibiotics, it wasn't working. That's when I discovered, well, you know what? Next best thing, we go to God's gifts. God's gifts are herbs. They are natural. On a side note, back in the day, science extracted parts of the herb, and that's how they created prescriptions. Hello? Prescriptions are synthetic. They're not real. They're not natural. They are man-made. Anything man-made is going to fall apart within a certain amount of time. Anything man-made is not good for your health. Stay away from that crap and invest in your own health. You have to invest in mind, body, emotion, and spirit. Always first and foremost, 24/7. This is the way it is, folks. This is what some people get sick. It's called a wake-up call. That means you change your lifestyle. When you're changing your lifestyle, you're changing your mental lifestyle. You're changing your emotional lifestyle. You're changing your physical lifestyle and your spiritual lifestyle. It was about 15 years ago, I started going to the herbal store. I told them, it's awesome, because you go to the regular doctor, you gotta wait your time, you're gonna talk to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. And then he's gonna give you a prescription. You gotta go wait some more time at the pharmacy. Dude, you just walk into the herbal store. When they know what they're doing, I always wanted to be a herbologist or herbalist before I got my PhD years ago, because I always knew it's natural. It is the best thing for you when you turn to God's gift called herbs. So I tell them I got this sinus infection, all this jazz. Okay. They give me 4 different things. You take it every 2 hours for 3 days. So this antibiotic I'm taking for a week. This natural I'm taking for 3 days. All gone. This is when I'm like, okay, you know what? This is the ticket right here. This is what I'm doing. So by going there, over the years, this is my favorite place to go. Every town has an herbal shop. So I went over there because simply having a cold or the flu or anything of that nature, what do you do for that that's natural? So they gave me cold and flu tea. They gave me immune boost tea. And they gave me Soothe Me tea. Soothe Me tea is basically for the aches and pains when you are sick. Always first and foremost, you're concentrating on your immune system. When your immune system goes down or goes out of whack, you got all kinds of havoc going on in your mind, your body, your emotion, and your spirit. That's the ticket, folks. You got to stay balanced and grounded. And these are the 3 right here, main ingredients. So what I did is, for years they didn't put what exactly is in each herbal blend that they do, because each herbal company is going to do their own blend. So for instance, the cold and flu tea, I gave you the list of all the teas the other day. Vitamins and minerals. This is what you want. You want traces of vitamins and minerals. This is what your immune system functions on. So we got the cold and flu. We got elderflower, elderberry. We got cloves. We got lemongrass. We got all of these particular ingredients that when you look at, you can Google, it's your best friend. When you look at the vitamins and minerals, also herbs are anti-inflammatory. These are the particular things that we all need. So make sure when everybody is doing their willy-nilly, let's run out and buy all that freaking toilet paper. Did they once give gratitude to that tree for giving its life for their toilet paper? Of course not. If you don't give gratitude, you will not receive gratitude. So when everybody is off going all crazy, buying, stocking up, that's not the way life was meant to be. When you do that, you have activated one of your 7 chakras. And in your 7 chakras are one moment in time of the emotional body being. This is why you take an aura pick. Your aura is the radiation of your emotion through your chakras. Your chakras are your funnels that radiate out from your internal to external. That's why your aura extends 6 feet out from your body. 3 feet out left, 3 feet out right. In the list of your aura, the first one is the first chakra. First chakra is red. All of these are all passion. Your chakras, your auras. Red is fear and love. Depending upon what degree your fear or love is in your emotional state of being, which is emotional maturity, when you're hitting red, dude, that's all you can see is red. And then you go off on these tangents and start buying a bunch of toilet paper and crap. Are you kidding me? Dude, raise your emotion. Bring it up. Let's live in the real world. So while everybody was running off buying toilet paper and stocking up on food, what's the first thing that's going to go? your reptilian state of being. Fight or flight mechanism. Back in caveman day, cavewoman day, oh my god, saber-tooth's gonna eat my butt. What am I gonna do? Fight or flight. There's no rocket science there. It is built in, unfortunately, our DNA. You must learn how to raise your vibration. You learn how to raise up your emotion. When you raise up your emotion, you will then elevate through the different colors of the 7 chakras. This is the key particle of what existence on life is for a human being. There are other beings of species that are on Earth, but for the human, unfortunately, there's more of us than there is of them. So we must bring up our emotion, and we're gonna conquer what? Not something else. We're gonna learn how to conquer ourselves. When you're stocking up on herbs, you don't want plastic as your containers. You want mason jars. Now, for the poundage of herbs, I bought a pound of each herb that I needed for the teas. A pound of each. You have to have them stored in something. Not plastic. Mason jars. We're not putting them in a crock pot or whatever, and we're gonna steam it shut. We're not fermenting it. We're storing our dried herbs, so this way it can last for a long time. You know, I always say it's safe just for 2 years. If you have it that long, you probably don't need it anymore because you're not living a healthy lifestyle. Living a healthy lifestyle, it'll be gone before the 2 years is up. So I have 5. These are 5 pounds. And I would get these at the local farmer's market. Honey. There are different kinds of honey. You got orange blossom. I don't like mesquite honey so much. There's different flavors of honey, and honey is an animal byproduct. So you're vegetarian, not vegan, when you are eating honey. So I take all the poundage of all those herbs, and I'd first put them in. You've got 4 different sizes without going even bigger. So you got all these different sizes. These I typically have for when I near my stove, so I can, scoop out a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever. That's for my herbs. Right here I have dried red onion. I cut it up, stuck it out in the sun for a week. Boom, it's dried. Put it inside here. Right? Your dried herbs, basically, you're going to use more of than fresh herbs because it takes up less space. You don't have the moisture in it. So I put them all, the herbs, inside of these 3 sizes. Took me about 2 or 3 days of, I'd gotten basically 2 cases of the 5-gallon. Next level down, I got 4 cases of this. The case is typically 12 pieces. 12 jars. 12 pieces. The next size down, same thing. I got 4 cases. The little one, 4 cases. So it's a lot of storage you need. And when you have all of these, you're going to blend all your dry. And they'll even have, chamomile, lavender. Those are all herbs. Vitamin A, vitamin C, anti-inflammatory. These are flowers. These are herbs. So I dry those out also. And then I put them into a big bowl. My pan that I cook in is a great mixing bowl. So I put everything in there. And never, ever, ever use metal or plastic when you're mixing the herbs. Always use wood spoons, wood spatulas, wood whatever. It's much more healthier. So you got that, and less pores, because plastic has pores in it, and that's how things get stuck in there, and that's how mold and whatnot starts growing. in the pores of the plastic. So your plastic containers are great if you're storing something in your refrigerator, maybe like 2 weeks. That's it. Other than that, you're doing glass. I've tried putting my glass in my freezer. Well, it said no, pop. So the pressure was too much. So you can't do that in there. That's just keep a side note. Don't put your glass inside your freezer. That was a cleanup mess. Anyways, you got all of your herbs. And then what you're going to do is put it in your mixing bowl. Mix with your wooden spoon. Then you put them in your 5-gallon. I actually have 5 filled, and I still have plenty of these left over. So it takes about 2 cases. And then I don't eat ice cream anymore. So I have this ice cream scooper. It's my measuring spoon. What am I going to do with it if I don't eat ice cream? So it's my scooper. So now when I'm cooking, yes, this bad boy sits next to my stove. And I've got all of these ingredients. I've got my dried flowers also. They're in there. When I make tea, I do white tea with the hibiscus flowers. When they're done, I dry them out. I rip open the bags when it's wet, the tea, and then I put it in a bowl with the hibiscus flowers, let it dry out. I then add those to my oatmeal loaded that I cook for the week. I grocery shop once a month. I cook once a week. Like, who's got time for that every day? So I'm 4 days a week eating the same thing, which is like, I come home from work, I'm exhausted. I don't want to be up doing anything. I want to be up, reheating my food, pop it in the microwave, jump in the shower for a bit, and get out and you eat, and then you got, 3-4 hours? You can sit on your butt watching movies or whatever. That's like the happiest moments in life. I'm going to be 60 next year. I'm not in any, let's go out and party in the night. No. Really? Is that healthy for you? Because you know those people be drinking and smoking and whatnot. If that's your lifestyle, you go for it. You have fun. And then remember, when your butt ends up on Medicare, Medi-Cal, hey, the taxpayers are paying for that. You paid into it, but the taxpayers are also paying for it if your butt gets hospitalized. This is why a lot of companies, your health is number one. If you're a smoker, they won't give you insurance. Keep that in mind. If you live an unhealthy lifestyle, it will play havoc in your life. You must remember that your health is number one. You want to spend your time, money, and energy on your health. Your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health. Remember, the nutrition you put in your mind is TV, magazines, gossip, whatever, pictures, everything. This is the nutrition you're putting in your mind. Your emotion, it is what is someone is given to you and what you're given to something or someone else. Same as you're picking up the vibrations that is around you, that seeps into your auric zone because you got 6 feet out. You go to an antique store. People touch things. Their energy is now on that particular object. You're going to touch it. You're now soaking up that energy. It's funny how when COVID went around, stay 6 feet away from someone else. I wonder where that came from. Really? It takes a rocket science to figure this out. There's something that's been around for common knowledge, thousands of eons of years. Ask any doctor and any native doctor in any country in the world. You got your shamans, you got your witch doctors, and yes, there's white witches and black witches. A black witch casts bad spells. Alright? A white witch can cast a good spell. simply because through herbs, she is giving, or he is giving energy. Yes, males can be witches. Giving energy through knowledge of what herb to take for what ails you. This is a white witch. White witch are around for healing. And yes, I am a white witch. Was born a white witch. I'm just kind of lucky that way, you know? Make sure your health is first in your mind, your body, your emotion. Remember, anything you touch, see, feel, hear, smell, taste, everything. It affects the four bodies of being. Your mental body, your emotional body, your physical body, your spiritual body. It affects it all. This is why health is number one. The more you follow my channel, the more increments you'll see in the balance of what you should be doing in life. Catch that love wave, baby. That's the way life is. Okay, we're good to go now. And we'll be back another day. If you like my channel, like, share, and subscribe, all that good jazz. And eventually, when I get back making my music again, all my podcasts for 2 years, I'll be putting it into music. And I will be putting it on my YouTube channel. Just haven't got that quite that far yet. I just learned about the camera yesterday on my computer, my MacBook. I just learned about it yesterday. My son had to show me. I was like, oh my goodness, look at all this work. Anyways, life is love. Love is life. Blessings from Reverend Lewis. And thank you for your support.